Hey everyone, we are Tom and Bunny, and tonight we are going to talk about
orgasmic dysfunction in women.
Orgasmic dysfunction in women.
What else do we talk about on a Saturday night?
On a Saturday night when everyone else is out partying, we're sitting in front of a camera.
Right. Things we do for everyone.
So we got an email, and the email, basically the gist of the email, because we didn't print it out, otherwise we'd read the whopping paragraph we got. What did it generally say?
It just basically said that his women,
wow, I want women.
Well, if you want women, we'd have to go out on a Saturday.
Right, but if he's emailing us about the girl not orgasming, how does he have women? I don't know. Okay,
So anyways, his wife doesn't always orgasm.
Okay.
But we didn't get any other information as far as like age, any type of history or anything. And you know what? What am I trying to say? It's more common than you think it is.
Right, but it's also very common that we get an email with no information other than the subject line.
Yes.
So we are not mind readers. If you are gonna email us, please include your age, where do you live, what's your health habits. Tell us a story about your history. Not that we're doctors, but we're doing this video because it is kind of a general.
It is, especially as we women age.
Right, generalization around the nation. I'm rhyming.
Wow.
And so we did decide to talk about just generalized orgasmic dysfunction in women.
Yes.
And maybe it will help some other people.
Right, because you know a lot of women out there, they think that they're the only ones. Wrong.
I guess we could have replied to the guy and asked him for more information.
We could have.
Nah, that's too much. We're lucky we're doing the video on it.
Oh.
Alright, so here we are on a Saturday night. Everyone else during the Corona scare is out on the town, going to clubs, hot tub parties, mind you. Apparently we posted an image, and because we posted an image of us in a hot tub, well, not us, but if you closed your eyes you can envision us, because they were pretty hot.
Yeah, they were pretty hot.
But I was told I was irresponsible, and I just don't see a bunch of people running out to hot tub parties because I posted a meme picture. So
you never know.
I just want to have fun with that.
You never know.
No, never know. Okay, so anyway, we just wanted to have a little fun on a Saturday night.
While we're sitting at home and you're partying.
Yes, while you're partying, you're not even thinking that this video is even being made.
But you may be watching it at your next.
You may be watching it at your next party. Just saying, we are the new porn. Look at us.
That's a little hard to understand, but oh well.
It's all good.
So anyways, you know what? Sexual dysfunction in women is very common, just like ED is in men. And I think a lot of it, unfortunately, for like women like me, I'm in my early 50s now.
You said it.
I did. Have to accept the fact.
You got to accept the fact.
My parents were older.
Right.
Never discussed sex.
Well, they still wouldn't, even if they weren't.
Well,
I mean, no one discusses sex. We do.
We do.
But we don't know of many people that do. They think it's still a taboo subject.
Yeah. So if they don't find it for themselves, that's a lot of women find that they can go to the clubs and talk to other women, which is a great thing to do.
Right. So go home and blame your mommy and daddy for not teaching you all this stuff.
Wow. Well, maybe that's why you're not orgasming.
Maybe that's why. No, I'm just kidding. Don't go blaming no mommy and daddy.
But you know what?
I don't want to knock on my door.
No, God. We'll get that one, an email slam.
Yep.
But you know, it is very, very common. And especially in women over the age of 45.
Right.
Yep, kind of like ED in men.
Yep.
A lot of different things can cause it, like one being diabetes. ED in men.
ED in men.
Same thing.
Yep.
You know, any type, I hate to even say this one, but if you're having relationship issues.
Well, stress.
Of course, stress, depression, antidepressants is a big one.
Having a job.
Right. Having a life.
Having a life, having kids.
Having a kids. History of sexual abuse.
Didn't think of that one.
Nope. History of gynecological surgeries. Any type of hysterectomy. Anything can
That
cause.
changes your chemicals.
It's going to change your chemistry, yes.
Okay, all right.
And for some of us unlucky few, just doesn't always happen all the time. Wish it did.
And she could just be bipolar.
You had to go there.
Well,
Like
she might have an orgasm with one person, but not you.
Wow.
Damn.
I will have to say though, sometimes in this lifestyle, some people do fake.
Even the guys.
Even the guys.
I mean, we make the O face.
So there are a lot of.
We're not stoned.
No,
we have
we're
a drink.
not. We're having fun with a touchy subject.
Yes. So
We're making light of a situation that can definitely be agonizing. It can be very hard on your marriage too.
I can see the comments coming in now that we degrade. Well, I degraded an issue.
It's because you're so politically incorrect.
I am politically incorrect. But really, there are things you can do that, I mean, some people just were not built to have an orgasm. Unfortunately, no matter what you do, no matter what you try, but it doesn't hurt to try and do.
Right. And try different avenues.
Because that one day, that one thing that you didn't think was going to happen pops the cherry.
Yep.
So
There has been a lot of studies for, like, I hate to say it because they're my favorites, but like the TomandBunny, the wands, it desensitizes you.
it does.
So of course maybe now you're not going to have a certain type of orgasm, if one at all. But I always use mine to get myself going. To rev me up. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom. But you know what?
As I read a book.
Right. Watch TV.
Watch TV. Say hurry up.
Are you ready for me now?
I mean, I think it's a one-man show at that point. I've already been there.
Could be on Pornhub. It could be now on.
It could be a fetish.
It could be a
Me
fetish.
watching TV, flipping channels.
While I'm
I reach
vibrating.
over and stroke your hair every now and then.
You're such a great lover. So caring and
I
passionate.
am. But guys, if you are gonna do that, don't. If you're gonna go hook up with another couple, don't give the other girl 10 times more attention than you give your own wife.
No.
It doesn't work that way.
You might be working on those communication skills when you get home.
Right. Okay, so back to the task at hand.
Well, and
How do you have an orgasm? Because when we were first married, after 3 kids, Bunny was just scared to death of sex.
I was afraid I was going to get pregnant
Every
again.
time I sneezed, she got pregnant.
Yep. So I never wanted to have sex because I didn't want to have any more kids.
Right. I mean, yeah, everyone said like condom, birth control, this and that.
And
But
even though I had my tubes tied, it was still stuck in my
it
head.
was that mental disorder.
Right. But a lot of it, mental disorder. Jeez, I almost missed that one.
They didn't.
But another one that is a big one on it too is self-esteem, and I have a lot of self-esteem issues back.
You did. But if you watch our body confidence videos, Bunny's, when we first met, she was a basket case. And it took about 10 years before she started actually believing me.
Right. So the first 10 years were a little rough. The second 10 years were just sexually were great, and then along comes menopause.
Right.
And
All right,
now
so-
we get to work on that again.
Teach the guys or teach the girl how to achieve an orgasm.
Right.
We're just giving an opinion on what works for Bunny, not a medical, or we'll probably get doctors going, you're telling the wrong information. No, we're not. We're telling them what works for us. So if it works, well, if it doesn't, you tried something. It's not that
No.
big of a deal.
You know what? For me, it's not that big of a deal.
If you come or not?
If I come or not, for me, it's not that big of a
But
deal.
for a guy, we're just going to drive it home until we...
But then again, if you just come in and you say, all right, we're going to do a quickie,
Well,
chances are of
you're
me
not gonna have an orgasm.
orgasming is not gonna
No.
work. Definitely, I have to get myself worked up pretty well.
Have you ever
A
been in
lot
this
of-
position where, guys, relate with me on this one. You're going to town, you're ready to nut, and I kid you not, she says, don't come yet.
Don't.
Really? Like, we can stop that? They say, I just saw a thing that they say cum comes out at like 20 miles an hour. You're not stopping the car.
Somebody might be able to. Some might be able to. You can't.
I can't.
Never worked that fast.
Never, I know, no.
No.
I'm already making the O face. It's a done deal.
The minute my hips get grabbed, it's all over.
It's done.
Game
It's
over. But you know what? Definitely work on some oral beforehand.
Oral?
Definitely break out the toys. Definitely foreplay is a big one. If we're really into it, we have a lot of foreplay, or if we're just really passionate, of course I'm going to orgasm very hard too. But just on a quickie, probably not going to happen.
Now, from my perspective, I don't get... A lot of guys get jealous of toys. And I understand it. From when I was 18, I was jealous of a toy that could last hours, and I lasted 5 minutes. But, you know, if your girl doesn't come, go get yourself some marital aids. That's the YouTube correct terminology, I guess. Go get a dildo or vibrator, motor bunny, magic wand. Go get something that's gonna penetrate her, as well as vibrator. And if you get done and she hasn't come, continue to work on her.
Right. You don't have to just get up and go to the bathroom and come back and go to bed. You can still work and finish her off.
We can't
too.
roll over?
No.
Okay.
No.
But yeah, I mean, they got all kinds of things that mimic. Blindfold her. Turn her over.
Yeah.
I mean, she won't know if it's you. Well, she might if you got a big ass giant.
Now, also,
Marital aid.
one of the things that I find that is a lot of the issue that men in particular think that women orgasm every time is porn.
Porn, yeah. Porn is the worst.
Sorry, I have a hair. There it is. I found it. But how many times? How many times are you
Wow.
watching porn?
That did not come from your armpit.
No, that came from my
I'm kidding.
head. How many times are you watching porn and you can definitely tell that that girl that is getting drilled from behind with that complete pain on her face, and you got the dubbing over the edge.
Yeah, the other girl on the microphone. And it's the same over and over. I mean, they get paid, they're eating popcorn going, Yeah, right. We turn down the volume on porn.
Right.
And the guys, come on, they go for hours. They're nutting, they're relaxing, they're coming back the next day, they're doing it again and again and again, but they're setting up the scene the same.
So there it is, very erotic. It gets you going, but not all porn is real, as well as not all smut books are real. Because you know what, in the smut books, that's pretty much all I read.
Right.
All these women say that they orgasm until they've seen the stars. God, for once I would love to see the stars.
I haven't made you see the stars?
Well, every now and then.
Oh,
Every now and then. Sometimes I go up and around the moon
I
and come
now
back.
can die a happy person.
But you know what? They sell porn, they sell books, they sell magazines for a reason.
Well, it's the number one, marijuana now has way surpassed porn. But porn is the number one commodity, but yet it's like the most regulated. Especially like here where we live, you can't even mail order in porn, you can't, or toys, nothing. And it just blows me away. But you know all these people who created the laws have that crap in their drawers. You know they do.
I've seen some of the people that live here. I don't even want to think about that one.
Well, I'm sure that people watching the camera say that about us.
But you know, definitely.
Our kids.
if
Your family, your sisters.
All right, I'll stop thinking about that.
All right.
If you're a female that is suffering from this issue, or your wife is, or your girlfriend, definitely, if she is definitely having some real issues with that, you can go to the doctor, open up to her, open up those lines of communication, talk, and go to the doctor. There are things that you can change. I actually, our life made a big old change. 2 years ago, I was on antidepressants. And guess what?
Antidepressants make you not desire sex as much.
Completely shot.
Right.
Completely shot it down. Once I've got off the antidepressants, my sex drive has gone back up, and so have my orgasms.
Nice.
So they're getting there.
Then I go, ooh.
As we get older, we do require different types of lubes and hormones.
And don't be afraid to use lubes.
No.
And lots of it.
And it's only natural. Don't get upset if a female is using lube and thinking that it's not you satisfying her sexually.
Right.
It's our bodies. It's natural.
Some girls can create enough lube to last hours. Some will create enough lube to last 15 minutes. Some don't even create lube at all.
Poor Tom knows when I have a very hard orgasm because I just completely dry up.
Dry up. So I gotta go.
Start over.
And in our quest for finding new stuff, we have found spunk lube, and it sounds out there, but it is the best lube, and you can see it on our website.
Right. It works very well.
And you can see the Motor Bunny and the Magic Wand.
Yeah.
I mean, you can order all that stuff from our website.
You certainly can.
Yep.
So go do it right now.
Right now?
No, finish the video.
Finish video.
But on a serious note, definitely open up those lines of communication. See if you can't figure out what's going on, and if you need to see your physical doctor. And even if they can't help, maybe even some type of a therapist might be able to help you with that.
Now, they do have medications for women now. They do have some form of a female Viagra out there. They do, for getting wet down there, they actually have something that you insert in there, and it creates a hormone that creates moistness. What do you call it? I don't even know what it's called.
Water in the Sahara.
Water in the Sahara. So
Who knew?
But they have this stuff, but you got to talk to your doctor.
Yes.
And you got to do your own research too. Ask coworkers, neighbors, friends, family. At your church. Dinner talk, something. But open up some lines of communication, because you know what? We learned a lot of stuff, and the nice thing is that that's all joking and stuff, but in the lifestyle, we don't talk about stuff you talk with your family about.
No.
We talk about this stuff. We talk about being dry. How do you combat that? How do you achieve orgasms? What's the best position? Different things. Jealousy.
How long do women like to have sex for?
How long do women? That is probably the number one question. And how big a guy is.
Yes.
So 2 questions. Number 1, what's the average size of a male, and how long does a woman want actual intercourse? As far as the lovemaking goes, they want it all night long. Pure intercourse, it varies on
every different woman.
Every different woman.
And that's why you need to talk about it. We have a little bug here.
Yeah.
So definitely, if you're having issues, Tom's going off subject, definitely see your doctor. They might be able to help you first. And if it's a little bit further down, you definitely might want to see a therapist, something that you can talk to somebody about. Maybe there's underlying issues.
That's another thing. We're not trying to advocate swinging. We never do.
No.
But there's a lot of couples that actually go to swingers clubs, not to play with other couples or females or men, but just for the openness. At a lifestyle club, the people there are so much more open. They're willing to talk to you about anything. We have no shame in our game.
Nope.
Are they going to hit on you? Absolutely. You just let them know that you're just exploring at your pace, and people will leave you alone. Believe it or not, they're not vultures. They're not out to get you. Some may be, but you just tell them you're not interested about that part of it. But we have great communication with a lot of people just because we go to these events.
We certainly do. And especially if you go to a club on a regular basis, now you're opening yourself up to meet new people and open up newer conversations too. And I think that you'll find once you start exploring yourself and your bodies, your sexual freedom is going to start coming out a little bit more. And the more you relax, then the more things are going to happen.
Right. And guys, I got the e-ticket to the orgasm. Book a trip with Tom's Trips with Bunny here.
Right?
Go to hedonism.
Definitely.
Everything is...
Hell, we have sex 3 times a day when we're there.
Right?
And we're working.
And we're working. So, no, seriously though, definitely, if you want a great trip, don't go to your vanilla sandals. Call Bunny. She will definitely take care of you at hedonism.
And what
Not take care of you legitimately unless you're hot. I mean, if you're hot, I can't stop that train.
well, like we've talked about it before, you know, you kind of get out of the frump of your regular life, your daily life, should I say.
Daily life.
You definitely is something that you have to work on sometimes.
Right.
You definitely need sexual intercourse, and even if it's not sexual intercourse, as long as it's just some type of touching or touchy-feely with your significant other.
Right.
So definitely open all that up and start working on that too.
Okay. So
we're good?
We're good?
But
well,
yes.
We're good. Hopefully they are.
Definitely, if you are having issues, like I said, though, I can't stress it enough, open your lines of communications. If those aren't working, see your physical doctor, see a therapist, but get it all right with you. Like I said, some of us don't have to have an orgasm every time.
Right.
We're good to go.
So, definitely, if you want to see naked pictures of us, go to Twitter, and then we're at TomandBunny, just as you see it.
It's kind of scary, though.
We can't post them on Instagram, but if you want to follow us on Instagram, we're also at TomandBunny. So, definitely go to our Facebook, Swing with Tom and Bunny, and definitely follow us. Definitely make a comment on this video. Maybe we didn't think of something. We aren't opposed to doing follow-up videos. Again, we had no information. So if you're going to email us, please include a background history of you as a couple, where you're at, how long you've been married, your health habits, everything, just so we can kind of feel like we're in your shoes.
Right, and like with this video, we decided to take a light-hearted approach to it because it is a very touchy subject.
It's a very serious subject.
And it's one that we both know a lot of personally.
We encounter it, so.
So we can do that in a lighthearted, I think, because we know what other people are going through.
Right. I was going to do a podcast on this, and Bunny said, no, I want to do a video on it because this one actually kind of hits home.
It does.
So,
it does.
And I hope you didn't take our humor as offensive. We are just having fun. And,
right. And for all those single guys out there, Tom does satisfy me well.
Yes, for all the single dudes out there
that are going to say, you can make me orgasm.
Stop
I'm good.
Stop sending the dick pics. Not doing anything. Stop with the marriage proposal. She's not leaving me to marry you.
And I'm not for sale.
Well, she's not for sale. And realistically, if you're messaging us on our social media, we don't really respond on social media too much. We do read them, but we don't really respond because we don't have time to sit down and chat.
Right. So send us an email. We will email you back if it's a.
We didn't even email this person back. What are you talking about?
No, I emailed him back.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, wow.
I emailed him back.
I didn't even know it. I'm the one that usually does. Wow.
So definitely, yes. We will email it back if it's something that we are
gonna do.
Right.
Or
and
we
something
can answer.
that we're familiar with, yes.
We have emailed people back and referred them to people, friends of ours, who are actual therapists. So that's another reason why we want more information is because if we don't have the answer, we might be able to dig around and find some more answers. But again, we would love to hear from you. If you experience this, chime in. You don't have to, you can be anonymous. You don't have to put your name out there. If you have experienced it and you found a remedy, we would love to hear it.
Of course.
And so would all of our viewers. So
absolutely.
we definitely love your comments on that one.
Yep. So with that, I think we're done for the night.
I think we're done.
Now, we can go drive by the club and see how busy it is tonight.
With the coronavirus, we're going to go to the local nightclub. We're not really welcome there, but not that we've ever gone in there. It's just not our demographics. So I just want to be able to walk out alive. But we want to see how serious they're taking it in our area.
Right. So with that, you guys go out and have a great night. Definitely communicate, have fun, work on your bodily fluids here.
And remember, for all of our naked pictures, go to the Twitter @TomandBunny.
Of course. See you later.
Bye-bye.